Hi, I'm Cautex, and on this episode of the latest in Warrior Theorycrafting, I'm going to be discussing the value of the Enduring Blow legendary power, which was recently buffed in patch 9.0.5, and then comparing it to Signet of Tormented Kings, which had previously been the best legendary power for arms. Enduring Blow gives Mortal Strike a chance to apply the Colossus Smash debuff. In patch 9.0.5, this chance was increased from 15% to 25%, and then the duration of the debuff that it applied was increased from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. Now, this legendary power works exactly like Deathmaker does for Fury in terms of how it interacts with casting Warbreaker. If you already know what that means, then feel free to jump ahead to the timestamp that you see on the screen. If not, here's an overview. The ways that Warbreaker and Enduring Blow apply the Colossus Smash debuff are not the same. When you get an Enduring Blow proc, the game basically says, add 6 seconds to the Colossus Smash debuff, and if there isn't one active, then create an instance of that debuff. When you cast Warbreaker, the game basically says, apply the Colossus Smash debuff for 10 seconds on the target. The difference between these two methods is important because it means that when you cast Warbreaker, if there's a Colossus Smash debuff already active due to an Enduring Blow proc, then it will overwrite the duration of that debuff, which essentially means that you're going to eat whatever duration was remaining on that proc. However, if you cast Warbreaker, then get an Enduring Blow proc, that proc will add 6 seconds to the duration of the Colossus Smash debuff. This behavior is very important to the value of Enduring Blow for two reasons. One, it means that in order to optimize the uptime of the Colossus Smash debuff, you may need to delay using Warbreaker if it comes off cooldown while an Enduring Blow proc is active. Two, if you're using the Mortal Combo Potency Conduit, both instances of Mortal Strikes can proc Enduring Blow. So if you get lucky with a single Mortal Strike, you could potentially net yourself 12 seconds of the Colossus Smash debuff. Unfortunately, I don't have any personal footage of this happening, as I did not have enough soul ash to craft the Enduring Blow legendary while making this video, but I have talked to warriors who have used the legendary and got confirmation of the behavior from them. Now here's why this matters. Simcraft's default APL does not optimize for Colossus Smash uptime when using Enduring Blow. It doesn't delay using Warbreaker if it has an Enduring Blow proc active. This means that when using tools like Raidbots, Enduring Blow is going to be undervalued relative to its actual in-game impact. Keep this idea in your head when I start talking about the results of the Raidbots analysis that I did for it. As a bit of a baseline, if you're using Colossus Smash on cooldown, then that's going to give you about 22% uptime. But for the sake of simplicity when doing my modeling, I rounded this down to 20%. My modeling suggests that Enduring Blow will, at a bare minimum, increase the Colossus Smash uptime by about 24%. Based on my analysis, the uptime of Enduring Blow scales linearly with haste. The rate at which it scales depends on what proportion of the fight you get to spend in the execute phase. This means, for example, that Venthyr players are going to get less value out of Enduring Blow than non-Venthyr players. And Venthyr players are going to see about a 1% increase in Colossus Smash uptime for every 5% haste, whereas non-Venthyr players are going to see about 1.3% increase in uptime per 5% haste. So, for example, if you're running with about 15% haste, then you could expect to see roughly a 47% uptime on the Colossus Smash debuff, plus or minus about 3% given how confident I am in my math. The amount of Colossus Smash uptime that my modeling has been suggesting that you would be able to get at various levels of haste has been lining up pretty closely, actually, with the uptimes that I've been seeing in logs of warriors running the legendary. In the example of having around 15% haste, this increased Colossus Smash uptime would result in around an 8% DPS increase relative to having no legendary. Now, this anticipated DPS increase does not account for potential talent or Covenant synergies that could be leveraged with this legendary. Also, my math skills are garbage, so take these numbers with a slug-killing amount of salt. So clearly, Enduring Blow seems good on paper, but how does it compare to Signet of Tormented Kings? Getting a good value for the DPS gained by Signet is difficult to do by hand because you need to account for the increased rage generation provided by Recklessness procs. Doing rage modeling by hand is pretty much always an absolute mess. It makes my brain hurt, and I'm never happy with the process that I come up with. So to be honest, I didn't even try. I just skipped to doing my Raidbots analysis because that way it could model Signet for me, and because it does probabilistic modeling, it actually does a better job than I ever could with modeling the effect of rage generation. I ran multiple Raidbots Top Gear simulations looking at comparing Enduring Blow and Signet of Tormented Kings in different fight styles, levels of haste, different covenants, conduits, and talents. And this is what I found. Broadly speaking, if you're Night Fae or are willing to switch to Night Fae, Enduring Blow is actually beating Signet of Tormented Kings. That's right. Night Fae in Enduring Blow is simming better than Venthyr, aka Condemn, with Signet of Tormented Kings. The best single target setup that I was able to find for running Enduring Blow was Soulbinding with Naya and using the Mortal Combo Potency Conduit. As for talents, the best setup was to take Rend, which makes sense because taking Massacre would decrease the value of Enduring Blow, and to take Dreadnought, which again makes sense because the main reason to take Ravager was if you were running Signet of Tormented Kings because it has a shorter cooldown than Bladestorm, so you would get more Signet procs. So there's no real gain to use it if you're using Enduring Blow, which makes taking Dreadnought get better results. Now in high target AoE fights, Signet is still performing better, which, I mean, it makes sense given the fact that Signet can proc additional Ravagers, and Ravagers do a bunch of AoE damage. However, Enduring Blow is actually not all that far behind. In low target AoE fights, on the other hand, because Enduring Blow is a better single target legendary, it performs better in low target AoE situations, because Cleaved Mortal Strikes from Sweeping Strikes can proc Mortal Combo and also Enduring Blow. Now with all that said, recall what I said earlier. The default ARMS APL for Simcraft will never delay Warbreaker in order to avoid overwriting Enduring Blow procs. This means that the benefit that Enduring Blow will provide should be even better than what Raidbots is saying it is. Probably not by a whole lot, but there is still a difference, and it's still better than what it's saying it is. Moral of the story, if you're looking to maximize your DPS as ARMS, it's time to craft an Enduring Blow legendary, and it's also actually time to go Night Fang. As always, tell me why my opinions are dumb. Also, if you've got any topics you think that I should be researching for the next episode, or if you've done some more of your theory crafting yourself and would like me to highlight your findings, let me know in the comments. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and subscribe for more.